AVV Nation, what's going on? It's Patrick here at VectorVest. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. Today I've got a brand new update on a stock that we haven't talked about in quite some time. They had a short distort back in March, and the company has been struggling to get their stock price back to where those levels were at the beginning of the year. Well, the company's been flying under the radar, and today we've got some new news that really shows this company is getting on the right track and doing the right things to make themselves a powerhouse. So if you're ready to find out what stock I'm talking about, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let's jump right into it. Alright, welcome back. So first and foremost, let's talk about the stock that we're going to be looking at here today. It's a Canadian company called Exro Technologies. If you're not familiar with them, Exro Technologies is a clean technology company, which, if you're not familiar, the infrastructure bill just got passed with the majority of the money going into clean energy. So this company could benefit from the infrastructure bill that just got passed over the weekend. What they do is they enhance the performance of electric motors, whether it be in cars, trucks, bikes, or boats, any kind of vehicle that uses electric motors. Exro Technologies can enhance the performance of those motors. So, as you can see here, they're pioneering intelligent control solutions and power electronics to help solve the most challenging problems in electrification. Their patented advanced control technology expands the capabilities of electric motors, generators, and batteries. And they're all about managing the energy of the electric motor in a more efficient way. And they have two major products that help them out with this. The first and foremost is the coil driver, which is an advanced controller that dynamically enables multiple power settings in a single motor, and also their BCS or battery control system. It takes the battery management to the cellular level for a second life energy storage. So essentially what they're doing, and they've been validating all throughout the course of 2021, is that these technologies that they have come up with and they have patents for enhance the performance of any electric motor and greatly improve their efficiency, the life cycle, and power of these motors. So now you know a little bit about Exro, let's jump into the headlines that came out today and also take a look at one other piece of news that was flying under the radar that came out in the last week. So first and foremost, starting to take a look at the announcement here today. Exro Technologies has submitted an initial application to list on the NASDAQ, the tech-heavy index. Pursuing the NASDAQ listing supports Exro's expansion plans to gain global presence and is expected to increase Exro's visibility in the marketplace, diversify its shareholder base, and strengthen long-term shareholder value. Basically, by getting on the NASDAQ, it's going to gain them a lot more exposure, which will help get this company the recognition it deserves. Also, this news was out a little bit earlier this year, but they're building a headquarters in Mesa, Arizona, which is already under development, and that will be their main headquarters for U.S. operations. Well, some of the other things that they've got going on here in the U.S., I know it was a Canadian company, but they're pushing heavy into the U.S. markets, is the launch service division coming to Detroit in 2022. Exro will plan to open a facility in Detroit in 2022, the heart of the automotive industry, to service the top automakers in the region that are pursuing aggressive electric vehicle goals. So basically, they're coming right into the major U.S. manufacturer or auto manufacturer's backyard and setting up shop to help them regain some ground that they have clearly lost to the likes of Tesla, Lucid Motors, and a few others. Essentially, this technology that Exro can provide will get them on par or slightly ahead of where the Tesla motor and Tesla design currently is. This is a huge announcement, and the fact that they're bringing it in 2022 shows that this company is making the right moves to be the leader in this industry as the clean technology industry continues to grow. What this Detroit facility will do is they will have a team of engineers ready and willing to take other electric vehicles, introduce their technology into it, make sure everything is synced up together and running efficiently to show how much more efficient and more powerful these engines can be compared to what they currently have. All right, so with that, let's go ahead, take a look at the chart and see how it's affecting the stock price here today. So right now what we have is the price shown in candlesticks. I have a 3 and 8 exponential moving average on it to show short-term momentum. Below there I have the MACD standing for the moving average convergence divergence indicator. And then at the very bottom we have volume. Alright, so we're seeing a nice pop here today, roughly 9.5% up so far just on the news alone. And we've seen Exro has struggled. Here was that sell-off I talked about earlier from the short and distort report that got put out back in March. And since that point, Exro's had a hard time getting back on track or getting their stock price back on track at least. The company itself, as I last reported, had about $50 million in cash they were sitting on to help get the company jump started and get them in the right direction. And so far, they seem to be using that money to make them a leader in the industry. So as we can see, they've slowly been drifting lower ever since that short and distort, but they seem to have found a floor right around that $2 range and starting to move up nicely here. Also, with MACD finally starting to turn positive, that is definitely a good sign for the longer term investment as well. All right, let's go ahead, add on support resistance, and take a look at some major levels we need to keep an eye on. So I just go up here under the add parameter, choose technical analysis, select support resistance, and as always, VectorVest will automatically put the support resistance zones on there for you. And here's that 205 level we were talking about, the $2 range as that support floor. And now, as you can see, on the news today, that 10% jump that we're seeing so far has pushed it right up against a major level of resistance at 286. This was a strong support floor for quite some time over the course of the last year. But right now, as we speak, it is above that level of resistance. And where it's going to be interesting over the next few days to see if it can hold above this level of resistance and start to move higher, or if we start to pull back down and retest that 205 level. But with the announcement of joining or potentially joining into the NASDAQ, my expectations are to see it hold this support and start to move that next resistance level, which is right around that $4 range. So currently, if it's below 3, that's about a 30% increase from its current levels to that next resistance level. And that is a great money-making opportunity in a company that is becoming a leader in the industry. This is one you definitely don't want to miss out on. And if you don't already have it added into your portfolio, make sure to check it out. Keep it on your radar because big things are coming for this one. So let me know your thoughts down below, what you think of Exro Technologies. Is this a new play that you've never heard of before? Or is this one that you've been watching for a while and just waiting for the right opportunity, which could be this announcement that we got here today? So once again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And until next time, take care. Adios. Toodles. Yeah.